Lisa? Buenas, buenas. Good morning, everybody. How are we doing today? Sorry for the late video this week, guys. I'm just a busy bee. So sometimes when they're not on Tuesdays, you will just eventually get them. But anyways, guys, how are we doing? So on today's episode, I decided to do a cutesy little video about Mother's Day. So make sure everybody grabs their cafecito, their Red Bull, or whatever, and let's get to it. Ooh. Alrighty, guys. So Mother's Day. I always wondered what's the point of Mother's Day, but I always wonder what's the point of Mother's Day. Growing up, I was just told it's a day where you celebrate your mom and that's it. And then you buy her presents and you say gracias and whatever. And then in Mexico, it's always the 10th. And then in America, it's always whenever the Americans say. So that's what I always thought Mother's Day was, right? I mean, what else can it be? So the real meaning behind Mother's Day is to honor the maternal bond, selfless love, and sacrifices of mothers, grandmothers, and mother figures who shaped families and society. Founded by Anna Jarvis in 1908, it is intended as a day of professional gratitude, reflection, and quiet reverence rather than commercial celebration. Anna Jarvis's vision. Following her mother's death, Anna Jarvis sought to establish a day to honor the sacrifices mothers make for their children. The first Mother's Day was celebrated on May 10th, 1908 at St. Andrew's Methodist Church in Grafton, West Virginia. The rejection of commercialization. Jarvis intended the day of the heartfelt connection, often wearing a white carnation to represent the purity of mother's love. You guys can see Hermosa just in the background. Do you have any thoughts to say, Hermosa, on this topic? You guys probably can't hear that, but she just sniffed in the microphone. And she just said that I deserve presents every day. Thank you, Hermosa. It's really nice of you. Presents every day. Absolutely. Does the Bible celebrate Mother's Day? This goes all to everybody that is in the religious era. So, while Mother's Day is not biblically mandated holiday celebrating, it is consistent with biblical principles of honoring parents. The Bible commands children to honor thy mother, Exodus 20:12, and Ephesians 6:2, and highlights the value of godly women, Proverbs 31:28, making the observation a fitting application of Scripture rather than a direct command. The fifth command in the foundation of honoring mother is found in Exodus 20:12 and I can't pronounce that word, which commands respect for both parents. And just a quick little note there. I feel like, yes, we should respect our parents, but our parents should also respect us. Just saying. Proverbs 31:28. This phrase praises a virtuous woman, nothing her children rise up and call her blessed. Jesus emphasizes the importance of caring for parents even during his crucifixion, John 19:26-27. I hope you guys all decided to celebrate your mothers on Sunday. I know not all mothers are perfect. If you have a deadbeat mom, I am so sorry. But if you do have a mom in your life, make sure you are, taking care of her, being there for her. You also have to realize it's their first time living too. I know we sit there and get so frustrated and so annoyed and all this stuff sometimes, but you have to realize, like I said, it's their first time living too. They don't know what's going on. Either whether they decided to have kids or it was an accident, they're still there for you. And like I said, unfortunately, some people do get crappy parents, and some people get wonderful parents. Some people get, step parents that end up becoming their parents, or they get, an aunt or an uncle or a grandma that end up being their parents, or they get adopted. And at the end of the day, I just feel like everyone should be celebrated because it's a lot raising kids, especially right now in this economy. I can't even take care of myself. So I give all the props to all the moms out there, whether you're a stay-at-home mom, a working mom. If you're a working mom, I don't know how you do it. I mean, stay-at-home moms too, because you're pretty much working all day. Stay-at-home moms, working moms, stepmoms, you know, when adopted moms, any moms that just became moms on accident. I feel like you guys deserve all your flowers, all your praise. Because I mean, literally at the end of the day, like, there's no one like your mom. So hopefully you guys all said to your mom, Happy Mother's Day. I do want to give a big shout out to my mom on Mother's Day and all my friends that are mommies. You guys are such good moms. I hope I'm a mom like you guys when I'm ready that day to for that one day. But I have Hermosa right now, so I feel like that's enough for now. But yes, guys, make sure you go and celebrate your mommies. I mean, you should probably already have, since this video is after Mother's Day. So if you didn't and you're like, oh crap, go do something right now. All right, guys, enough about Mother's Day. Oh, just kidding. All right, so I also decided to talk about weddings. And no, this is not a wedding announcement or anything. But I am going to like 100 weddings this year, and I love, and I feel like everyone deserves their person and to get married to their person and be with them happily ever after. I decided to tell you guys a little history about weddings and how weddings became a thing, and yeah. Insert wedding music. Dun 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 dun. You know what? Actually, insert, what is it? 1,000 miles. Da-na-na-na-na-na, and I need you, da-na-na-na-na-na, and I miss you, da-na-na-na-na-na, and now I wonder if I could fall into the sky. It's not 1,000 miles, 1,000 years. Okay, since we can't play it because I'm gonna get copyrighted, I will sing to you guys real fast. Insert 1,000 years from Breaking Dawn, from the best movie, one of the best movies ever. Insert me and Jacob just right here getting married. Okay, anyways. Heart, be fast, colors and promises. My neck just popped. How to be brave. How can I love when I'm afraid to fall? But what? Oh, I'm going too fast. Just watch and you stand all alone. All of my doubts suddenly goes away somehow. One step closer. I have died every day waiting for you. Darling, don't be afraid. I have loved you for 1,000 years. And I'll love you for 1,000 more. Okay, guys, thank you. No autographs, please. Thank you. All right, guys, enough of my beautiful singing. So what is the origin of the term marriage? And I am reading this all off the knot.com. The origin of the word marriage is rooted in Latin term maritatus, which refers to the state of being married. Over time, this term evolves into Old French word marriage. Explains Goel, which was used to describe the act of matrimony. Different varieties of the word are related to the act of matrimony and the masculinity and feminine forms of the state of being married, husband and wife. He says, these linguistic roots highlight the historic significance placed on the roles and responsibilities within a marriage, shaping how difficult cultures understand and define the institution over centuries. Interesting. All right, now what is the origin of weddings? Weddings originated at least 4,000 years ago in Mesopotamian, making them one of the most enduring human traditions, explains Vijay Goel Co. of Bike Carrying Couture in Los Angeles. In ancient times, they were not just personal milestones, but public celebrations that carried deep culture and social importance. These early unions were often arranged to cement political alliances, secure wealth, or ensure clarity around bloodlines for inheritance purposes, particularly for lands, wealth, and noble titles, he says. Over time, the concept of weddings involved incorporating ritual symbolization traditions that reflect the values of priorities of different cultures, societies. Today, while the motivations behind weddings may have shifted, they remain a powerful expression of unity and connection that ties the past to the present. That is so cute and pretty much what that sounds like. The earliest record of evidence of marriage dates back to 2350 BC. And if you don't know what BC means, it means before Christ. The only reason I say this is because my sister tells me all the stories about her her students, and some of them are dumb. So I think they're dumb because their parents are dumb. So just clarifying in case you guys didn't know. What is a wedding? A wedding is a far more than just a ceremony. It is a celebration of love, commitment, and joining of two people, and often their families into a lifelong partnership. At its core, a wedding marks the formalization of a marriage contract, but a significant extends beyond the legal aspect. Dun 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 dun. Like I said, guys, I love weddings. I love. Everyone deserves to meet their person. Love is love. I love my gays. I love my straights. I love my lesbians and my bis and my trans, and I'm trying to go through who am I missing? I love them all, okay? I'm like, I don't know who I'm missing. Alright, guys. So something cool, I think, is let's talk about all the traditions. Because, of course, depending on your culture, everyone has different traditions. I've been to Mexican weddings, and then I've been to half and half weddings, but I still feel like they're still very Mexican-y. So let's read on some traditions. I don't know if you guys want to hear me talk about all 50, but I'll say how I'm feeling. I will link the list down below. All right, number 1, Arab wedding traditions. Are you wondering what to expect at a traditional Arab wedding? Most weddings across the Arab world include North Africa and the Middle East, are Muslims and follow Islamic practices and traditions. The Zaffe is one of the most cultural wedding traditions, lively, processional, and involves dancing and drumming. Weddings in Armenia are granted affairs focused on family. From the onset, the family is often included with the proposal known as the Koshk Arnel, which generally takes place at the bride's family home. During this, the groom's family will arrive at the bride's home with treats, and everyone sips tea together to celebrate the couple's engagement. The rest of the wedding, the family remains central to the celebration. Black and African weddings. Black and African weddings are steeped in rich traditions and often represent a mix of custom with African roots and those that honor the history of perseverance. Many couples' forebears fought the two especially notable traditions that are jumping the broom and libation ceremony. The jumping of the broom ritual, which takes place at the end of the wedding, involves the couple jumping over the broom that's on the ground in front of them to seal their marriage. A celebration ceremony, which has West African roots, is a ritual pouring of liquor to honor one's ancestors. While the ritual is a chance to esteem ancestors, there's also space for couples to customize the ceremony by selecting whatever beverage they want for the occasion. Catholic wedding churches. Like I've mentioned in videos before, I am Catholic-ish, I think. I don't know what I am anymore. I grew up very Catholic, so I mean, yeah. Also, this thing is really, there's like not much to what it says, so let's see what it says. Weddings in the Catholic Church are very structural. Liturgical events, Holy Communion, and the recitation of the Lord's prayers are two important elements of a traditional wedding mass within the Catholic Church. I don't think that said anything, but okay. Alrighty, guys. I'm just going to go through a list, and whatever it lands on, we will read. Ooh. Irish wedding traditions. The traditional Irish weddings are filled with many rituals and superstitions, from the inclusion of something blue, oh, that's where it's from, to Irish lace. Each element of the Irish wedding is chosen with meaning and care. Weddings in other Celtic cultures, like Scottish and Welsh weddings, may often include traditional similarities to those seen at Irish weddings. Hand fasting is a notable ritual that is part of the traditional Irish wedding culture. While hand fasting is most common at Irish and Celtic weddings ceremonies, many modern non-Irish couples bring the custom into their weddings. The custom involves tying the couple's hands together during the ceremony to represent their unity and bond in marriage. Oh, that is so cute. Vietnamese weddings. Like Chinese weddings, traditional Vietnamese weddings often include a tea ceremony as a way of paying respect to elders. One unique element of Vietnamese weddings is the processioner, where the groom and groomsmen come to the bride's home with gifts for the wedding feast to kick off the celebration. You know what? I like that. Everyone should be giving gifts to the bride. You know what? Why not? Persian wedding traditions. When thinking about wedding ceremony traditions around the world that stand out, it is important to look at Persian and Iranian weddings. A traditional Persian wedding softens act involves an elaborate spread laid on the table for ceremonial purposes. It is a table laden with many symbolic items that bring significant meaning to the nuptials. Hindu wedding traditions. Okay, the last one. Traditional Hindu weddings are extremely ceremonial and ritualistic, and the beautiful customs aren't limited to the wedding day alone, but begin prior to the ceremony with practices such as the Mehndi, Sanki, and Haldi. I hope I'm pronouncing all those right. If I'm saying any of them wrong, please yell at me. A Mehndi party is a pre-wedding event at an Indian wedding where the bride and bridal party will get henna applied to their skin in intricate designs. While some modern couples don't practice all the historic Hindu wedding rituals, henna application is still widely practiced in Hindu weddings. Another noteworthy Hindu aspect is mandaps, a structure where Hindu weddings ceremonies take place underneath, while the rituals under the matpa carry meaning. Even the structure itself is extremely significant as it represents the couple's home. See, and that's crazy because I thought, please don't call me ignorant right now, but I thought Hindu and Indian weddings were kind of the same. So I'm just going to read the Indian one because it's right under it. While the majority of weddings in India are Hindu, not all Indian couples exchange Hindu nuptials. Jain, Sikh, Sikh, and Muslim weddings are also common in India. Many traditions, non-Hindu Indian weddings, will still feature things like mamtas and the inclusion of turmeric. However, the meaning of the names of specific rituals differ from their Hindu counterparts. Especially wedding pros will be able to help with the nuance between each other. And that is all, guys. I just love. I get to go to one of my really good friends' wedding this weekend. I'm so excited. I have my dress. I literally told her, I was like, I feel like I'm the one getting married because I had to make sure my nails were done, my eyelashes were done, my eyebrows were done, my dress, I got new heels. Like, who's the one getting married at this point? But no, in all seriousness, I'm so excited for her. Yes, I'm so excited to give her present too. I won't tell you guys what it is just in case she does listen to this, and just in case someone else listens to this that I have another wedding to go to, because what if she hears this and then knows what her present is? So I will not be saying what her present is. I'll end up posting it later, like in August after everyone's wedding. But yeah, thank you guys again for another amazing week. I've just been so busy, guys, with work and everything and life. But don't worry, you guys will be getting all the videos like always. But yeah, don't forget to listen to me on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and of course, you can see my beautiful face on YouTube. Bye.